Hi again. Welcome to Pearl Magazine. Tonight, the first profile in our new Heart of Gold series, spotlighting local people going out of their way to help others in need. First up, did you know that just 18% of the seafood that ends up on your table is caught locally? Most of the rest comes from the mainland. As hauls from local fishermen continue to decline, there is growing optimism about the future of organically farmed seafood. But as reporter Alice Kahn discovered, charting new waters always comes with risk.
This is the J perch, and this is tilapia fillet. Both of them are organic, raised locally in Hong Kong, and free of any toxics, no mercuries.
Almost every Sunday, Calvin Yu sells his organic fish at this organic farm in Mei Fu. Calvin studied aquaculture at a university in Canada, but he ventured into the commercial sector after graduation. At one point, he was a top executive with a Hong Kong company. But 8 years ago, an unexpected detour steered Calvin's career into fish farming.
Well, back in 2011, one of my family members got sick. I was trying to search around the market and see whether I can find some organic fish for her. But there isn't any organic fish around at that time. So I have decided to, maybe it's about time, maybe I raise my own fish for her. And then so that I can do the cooking, do the fish farming, so that she can have the kinds of fish that is good for her health. And then once I'm doing so, some of my friends can't find the same kinds of fish in the market as well. That's why maybe I can start raising more fish for them, so that the people in Hong Kong can have a safe fish to eat.
Using his own savings, Calvin invested $300,000 in a small organic fish farm in Lao Fao Shan. Because the water quality was not satisfactory there, Calvin decided to move his organic fish farm to the tranquil countryside of Shengshui. He spent another $500,000 to build this organic fish pond. There are 11 certified organic fish farms in Hong Kong. Calvin's is the third largest. He has 3 fish ponds and farms 4 types of freshwater fish and bighead prawns. He also imports some species into Hong Kong.
We have some Murray cod in here, okay? It is a very lovely fish from Australia. So I only have 100 fish fry in here. They can reach the size of 2 caddies. Expect to sell them around 200 Hong Kong dollars.
Calvin sells his fish and prawns at prices that are 3 times higher than non-organic seafood in the market. The fish and prawns are measured almost every day to check their growth rates.
I have to mark down all these records, the growth rate of the fish, and I can also calculate on average how many fish that I have in the fish pond. I can also see whether there are any kind of sickness, and I will know, okay, there is some problem of the fish pond. Maybe I need to put some salt into the fish pond so to raise the salt level, because salt will help the fish to get rid of the sickness.
Organic fish farming is a production model that prioritizes human health. Pesticides, chemicals, hormones, antibiotics, and genetically modified products are not allowed. The fish feed on natural plants such as zooplankton, algae, and organic bait. Fish farmers can buy feed produced from raw materials that are certified organic, but organic feed is not available in Asia, so Calvin has to import it from Europe. It's 3 to 4 times more expensive than conventional feeds, which may contain genetically modified soy, bread, and instant noodles.
On one bag of conventional feed, we are talking about 20 kilograms or even 25 kilograms, will only cost you 100 to 130 Hong Kong dollars. For the organic feed, it's only 15 kilograms. It cost me over $300 already.
In addition to higher quality feeds, clean water is also essential for organic aquaculture. Prawns are easily infected with diseases, so Calvin built filters to help keep them healthy.
The water is from the fish pond going to the lily pond. The small lily pond will have water coming to the first filtering in here, another secondary filtering, and then I've got some balls in here, okay, to the filtering again. Okay, so all the waters after secondary and the third levels of filtering will go to the pond that we raise the shrimp. Actually, the fresh water is even cleaner.
Calvin's expenditures run about $10,000 a month. Revenue is about the same.
Hey, Professor Wong.
Professor Jonathan Wong of Baptist University is head of the Hong Kong Organic Resource Center. The center promotes organic vegetable farming and aquaculture farming in Hong Kong. It also issues organic certifications to farmers who meet the standards. This morning, he's checking in on Calvin's fish farm.
Make sure that they are doing the right procedure, following the standard. We'll come to see their workout, to see what they are doing, and then we examine their feed to see how much feed they use, so that whether they meet our requirement, because we require 50% of the feed to be organic, 50% are natural. So after that, we will go and see the whole surrounding area. We may need to take water sample. And then finally, we look at the fish. If everything okay, then we will issue the certificate.
After passing the inspection, Calvin qualifies for a renewal of his certificate.
The fish they produce, they are organic. Definitely, they don't have any chemical additive in the fish farm.
Professor Wong says the Organic Resource Center recently did a survey of fish sold in Hong Kong's wet markets. Some chemicals were found in some of the freshwater fish.
5 freshwater fish, including tilapia, Chinese perch or mandarin fish, and also the grass carp. They contain certain different levels of metricline, which are prohibited to be used in fish farming in Hong Kong and in China. So if we continue to consume fish containing metricline, they may cause cancer in the long run because they will cause cell mutation.
While few have tried aquaculture farming in Hong Kong, Professor Wong says there are opportunities for those willing to wade in.
If in Hong Kong, we only produce only 4.8% of the local freshwater fish, why not convert more local fish farmers, fresh fish farmer into organic fish farming? So that will increase our food safety of the local produced fish.
65-year-old Lam Chi-shing runs a freshwater fish pond in Yuen Long. He began helping his parents in the mainland fish farm when he was 16. 11 years ago, he came to Hong Kong and set up a conventional fish farm, feeding his fish with genetically modified soy. 3 years ago, Lam went organic. He started farming freshwater fish and prawns.
I turned to organic fish farm because it protects the environment. The food are organic, so I feel safe to eat. It is also more healthy. There is one, grass carp. This is great. It's more than 2 catties. Okay, put it back into the pond. The fish scales are radiant. It doesn't have a sign of sickness. It's healthy. If the fish looks dull, then the fish is sick.
A month ago, Lam put 180,000 prawn fry into this pond. Now it's time to check on them.
They are organic prawns. I check the growth. I have to check the fry to see whether they are healthy, whether they have diseases regularly. If they grow well, I estimate I will have 3-4 pickle.
That could be up to 250 kilograms. Lam says the area is a favorite site for organic fisheries because fresh water from the mountain flows directly into the ponds.
The water here is clean. People can drink the water. The water contains abundant nutrients the fishes need. For example, mineral, so the fish is very tasty.
But going organic means extra work. Lam says switching from conventional fish production to the organic model means extra care and extra attention are essential.
Organic fish, you shouldn't add agricultural chemical, antibiotics. Many bacteria are killed by the antibiotic. Then, if you add the antibiotic into the water, it is not regarded as organic.
But fish can get sick without antibiotics. The solution? Snails.
The river snails clean up the water. They will eat up all the dirt.
And because river snails are natural feed for fish and prawns, Lam can cut down on the amount he spends on organic feed. Lam has 2 harvests a year. He sells his fish and prawns in the Organic Farm Fest market. He also delivers his prawns to restaurants.
The prawns quality are very good. I can compete with others. The prawns from mainland charges $70 a catty.
1 catty is just over half a kilogram.
I can charge $85, $90 a catty. I can make $180,000 a year.
But since organic seafood is more expensive, not everyone is willing to pay. Still, some customers are willing to pay extra, like Calvin's clients in Meifu in Central.
If it is healthy, it is fine. I'm willing to spend a bit more on healthy food.
Professor Wong says landlords in the new territory should consider renting their abandoned ponds to fish farmers to help promote the local organic aquaculture.
Why not converting those African ponds into aquaculture, organic aquaculture? Then we attract more people to come in and the price will come down.
When we come back, what does it take to have a heart of gold? A fashion designer is about to show us. Stay with us.